was your week? How was your week off?
Week off? Shit.
Well,
I don't have weeks off. I work. So it was good. Same old stuff. Spent the week down in Montgomery, working down there, and yeah.
About it. How'd you enjoy your comic event?
I enjoyed it. I was glad to get it behind me. I was so I had friends there, and she goes, Dave, I'm not gonna lie. She says I was concerned because I saw the nervousness on your face, seconds before you went up, and shit, I was nervous. So, but she goes, once you got up there, fine. Yeah. But it was that minute or two beforehand. That was
you did fine.
Did she like it though? She hadn't seen that corner of you,
Yeah, no, yeah, they did. Everybody
peeled back a little layer of that onion.
Yeah. Well, we pulled back a few more layers last night too.
That's a big onion.
So no, it was fun, but it was fun. I'm glad I did it. So we'll keep this going.
That's awesome, man. I thought you did a great job.
I did too.
Thank you.
I was proud of you.
Yeah, I kind of fumbled the ball a little bit on some of the things. I was like, damn, I should have mentioned this or I should have mentioned that, but luckily you two carried it on through.
And I had a sucky show. My show was terrible.
Yeah, you mentioned that. You didn't.
I jumped all over the map. I didn't look at my show. I've had them contractors up my ass for forever, and I was fooling with them Saturday. I didn't write out a show. I always write out a show, but I keep all my shows in a pile. I don't keep them filed. So I just went and grabbed one and said, I'll do this show. And I told Laura, I said, I'll look at it before I go on stage. Well, I messed around there, and the show started, and Joe went up. Well, I wanted to watch Joe, so I couldn't watch it then. I couldn't look at it then. Then Dave goes up, and I can't. No, you went up first.
I went first, yeah.
And then I couldn't look at it when Joe's on stage either, and Dave. So it's my turn. I didn't get a chance to look at it. So I thought, well, I'll get the first couple of minutes, and it'll come back to me. Well, it did not. So I was fumbling, man. I missed a couple of taglines. I got halfway in a joke, and I didn't say this. And well, everybody said they liked it, but I knew I messed up.
Well, it was your personal stuff,
Yeah.
Well, I'll throw it back to Dave. He set the bar pretty high on.
He really did.
Huh.
Yeah, you did.
Well,
man.
I dropped a lot of things. There was a lot of good lines that I left out.
But I'll tell you this: I think you threw people off. I don't think they saw it coming.
No.
That was what was nice about it. You just boom slapped them in the face.
And I'm gonna tell you something. The next day, Lou went to Dallas. And the next day he sent me on Facebook. I think it was Facebook or something, but he sent me a little video of kids eating broccoli. and man, I watched it and I started crying. I'm sitting over there in the break room laughing, and everybody's looking at me like, "What's that son of a bitch laughing at?"
Yeah.
But that broccoli bit, brother, because we didn't know that was coming.
Yeah,
I didn't.
Well, you had said it earlier when you were working, but I didn't really hear it.
Yeah, that morning, when I came in practice.
I was moving.
Oh, that's a T-shirt, brother. I mean, not only is it your first time, but you come up with a really good joke, and you did the joke here a time or two. You didn't use the broccoli line. The broccoli line's a beautiful joke. That's a T-shirt. There's something you can do with that.
Huh.
That and the hands, of course.
5 finger. Yeah, I could have really done that 5 finger better, I think.
You didn't emphasize the rough hands enough.
He did, but I'm going to tell you what. My coworker was sitting over there. His name's Jim. And he was, he's kind of a hard nut to crack. He don't really just...
Is that the one I was going to get in the headlock?
No. No,
I'm glad I didn't.
That'd have been a bad day for you.
Yeah, I know it.
But no, Jim was sitting down beside him and his lady, and he's just kind of, he may be laughing on the inside, but he's just hard to get a big smile.
Yeah.
Or
Is he the bigger guy?
Yeah, he was sitting down right to your. He was right
my
down
right.
to your left. Down. No, the big guy's Buddy.
Oh.
But anyway, the long and short of it is, from where I was sitting, clear across the other way, I had a good line. When you said like a brick mason, and when you started doing this thing, I think honestly, I've known him for a while, but I think that was the biggest smile I've ever seen. Because this is the guy that he farms and does all. He knows what brick.
Hell
he
yeah.
knew. He knew exactly what you meant.
That is so funny. And he's seen women with hands like that.
He probably.
I guarantee you.
Yeah,
if he
got on
works
the
on the
farm.
farm, you know he has.
Yeah. but he smiled big on that. That was excellent.
Because you get old Bertha out there running them post-hole diggers all day with no gloves, brother. It's
Yeah.
gonna be rough, brother.
Yeah. And then it's time to make love that night.
Yeah.
She puts those
like
hooks on you.
Yeah, feel like a pine tree got a hold of you. What the hell?
That was excellent. But it was nice though. I honestly wish all that would have happened this weekend compared to last weekend because was helping somebody they're going through a divorce and all that stuff, and it's been ugly. But the highlight of it was this dumbass woman that he was fighting for his kids in a divorce. Have you ever just seen somebody just ruin something, just fuck it up? So she's winning, right? Because she's, in this state, if you're a woman, you damn near have to commit murder in court.
Yeah.
In order to lose.
Yeah, I've been through a couple of them. I know exactly what you're talking about.
So this has been going on for a couple years. Been fighting it, and down to the point where you just beat somebody down enough they just almost to the point of giving up. So they went to mediation a little whiles back, a couple months ago, and he was going to give this bitch, and I'll say it and not worry about hurting anybody's feelings, but he was going to give this bitch half his retirement, alimony, child support, and primary custody.
You
of the
don't have to
kids.
give alimony in the state of Alabama, I don't think.
Well, he was going to give it to her.
Yeah.
Because she was fighting for it. Okay, so he was going to give it to her for the same number of years that they were married. And it's crazy broad goes, nope, I want more.
Oh, yeah.
More.
Okay, more. All right, so.
That's when you come up missing.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's when you ought to come up missing. So
Well,
I ain't seen her. I don't wish you that.
Oh, well, well, here's the thing. She had already failed 4 court-ordered drug tests. All right? And the damn court's still siding with her over custody of the kids.
Jesus.
Really?
No shit.
Crazy.
And this
Did he try to get the kids? Did he?
Initially, he did, and part of it was she abandoned the kids twice in 2 years. Once I had to drive from Alabama to North Carolina to get them, to get one, and then once I had to drive down to Phoenix City, Alabama, and get them. She dumped them and stayed gone for 48 hours, whatever. Well, and that's when she started pissing hot for tests, for cocaine. So in court, his lawyer goes, so you do cocaine? And she goes, sporadically.
There you go. That's how you do it. That's okay.
So, like it was okay, yeah. So she said that, and always, she's a cancer survivor, and
It's a damn shame.
yeah, and throws that out there. Says, oh, I'm a cancer survivor. I'm this, I'm that, and he's like, and so his lawyer's like, so you're a cancer survivor? She's like, yeah. And he says, so you've decided to do cocaine after you beat cancer? And she just had no answer for it. And so all this stuff going on. And the long and short is they were just battling. And she waited. She was supposed to take a hair follicle test on the 8th, and damn near a month ago. And she waited till Friday before court. Court was on Wednesday. So she waited till Friday before, knowing that it wouldn't make it to court in time, which it was court ordered to be done on the 1st of the month. And so that was one thing. They waited until Thursday, got it back. Not only did she go bad for cocaine, but and methamphetamines.
Oh, my God.
Wow. Let's give her the kids.
No shit.
Yeah.
And you know what? The judge still
Oh, my God.
reluctantly gave the kids to him and kept saying, well, this is all the kids know and this and that. And, and he's like, what the fuck is she going to have to do? Snort a fucking line right here on the thing? And they just went,
So he got the kids.
Yeah, he got everything.
No, it sounds like barely got
yeah,
them. Oh.
barely. Well, she got, and this is how stupid she is, too. Right out of the gate, before even that came up, the judge looked at the paperwork. When you send somebody divorce papers, they're supposed to respond to theirs with their lawyer. Mm-hmm. Well, her and her lawyer never responded, so she didn't get alimony or the retirement right out of the gate because they never responded.
He's a good lawyer.
Maybe.
They got him out of the yellow paper.
That's right.
He's doing cocaine.
He's doing with her. Yeah. But I was like, but anyway, not to harp on, I'm just so proud. It was so funny because I told him, I said, man, perseverance is a motherfucker. If you keep on, you know, I said you might skate through this, and he skated through. So got sole custody, no alimony, no child support, yeah, and she still says it's his fault.
Yeah. Of course it is. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, and by sporadically doing cocaine, that means every other day, not every day. So you.
And I'm gonna tell you something. You know, I hang out. I've got some guys that are friends of mine that are kind of like around the redneck mafia kind of thing. You know, they're rough people. And when I had my first divorce, I'm setting up at the Green Top Restaurant. Y'all know where that is up there. And I'm just talking, you know, because it just went final, and I'm paying child support, give her the house, everything in the house, and I'm living in my sister's basement. So life is not looking good. So I'm up there one night, and I said, I just wish that bitch was dead, you know, because that's just the way you feel.
Yeah.
And the old guy sitting about 4 rows over, he scooted over a little bit. He said, I can make that happen for you. And I said, "Oh man, I'm just joking. I'm just mad. I don't want it to happen."
You took a bite out of that seat with your ass, didn't you?
He said $600. They'll never find her. And I said, "Man, I don't even want to talk about this shit. I don't, you know."
I don't want no info.
And to let everybody know she's still living, so it didn't happen. But
That's actually cheaper than I thought.
But
I thought it'd been-
well, I mean, hell,
for that.
I mean, this guy came to the Green Top probably on a damn riding lawnmower. I mean, so you know, he's a pretty poor guy. $600 probably a lot for him, but he told me, he said, you just have to know how to do it. You have to run the chain through the rib cage, and they'll never come up.
That's right.
And he's serious as hell, brother. And sitting there, and I got my shit moved to another table. I said, I can't even sit by him, man. He won't quit talking about it.
Yeah, he got all excited. He thought he was going to make $600.
And it'd be my luck. She'd run off the damn road the next day, go down in a damn ravine, and they wouldn't find her for 6 months, and they'd put my ass in jail because I had this conversation with this idiot at the damn Green Top, you know?
Yeah.
Because he turned around and moved 4 seats back over and told somebody else, hey, I'm going to kill this dude's wife.
Yeah,
for $600.
exactly.
That'd be my luck.
Holy hell.
But yeah, he come out on top, man. I couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe this fucking judge, man. I couldn't believe that this. It's amazing that they're gonna just just because she's the mother, man. I don't know where the lines got blurred.
I'm convinced if you pulled up a lot of them judges' little old dress they got on, they probably got a pussy under there because they do not favor the men.
Well, this dude, if he wasn't a mama boy, he was cuckold. He was just so. And all he kept thinking about, he just kept, you know, going back and back to the fact of, well, you know, what kind of support system does he have? I'm like, this dude over here's been in war 7 times. What support system does he need?
He's been supporting your ass.
Yeah, I'm sitting there going, if he can handle, if he's got combat tours, right?
Yeah.
And he's walking around like a normal human being. He ain't got PTSD. He ain't got nothing. He's functioning. You think 2 little girls are going to rattle his cage? Hell no. What do you mean support?
Now, the boyfriends that's going to come down the road might get rattled a little bit. That might not end well, but
yeah, that's probably what they need.
I mean, did he ask the judge and say, hey, I mean, I don't know how it goes, but.
Oh, yeah, they had a full-on court, man. They had, like, people testifying. They had the whole 9 yards.
Shit.
Right? Yeah. I mean,
But I mean, did y'all have a heart-to-heart with a judge and just say, hey,
Yeah.
what is the deal, man?
Basically. And even after, I don't even know exactly what happened because, you know, most people that testified, I had to testify against this crazy broad. So we all had to be outside because they don't want you to hear testimony of other people. So that
to
it
influence your thinking.
Yeah, how it goes. And so, you know, I don't know what all went on in there, but I know she lost her shit a couple times. Like, this is not my. She flipped out. They brought the hair follicle test, and they said what it was hot for. That's not my test. That's somebody else's test. And they're like, no, bitch, it's your test.
Yeah, it's your.
Did she have many people testify on her behalf?
She had one person. One person.
And you don't know what they said.
And it was her drug dealer?
She's always paid me.
Always up front.
At least with a blowjob.
That's right.
If she don't have cash.
Oh,
Man.
but anyway, it's been a good week. Been high on that.
You know, and divorce is a terrible thing, and I've been through a couple of them. So hell, I ought to get a discount on the next one. But my dad got me and my sister and brother back in the '60s, brother, when it wasn't heard of.
Oh shit.
He got us from my mother because she was a piece of shit.
Damn.
She was an alcoholic and everything, and back then it was weird. I'll tell this story. It's a true story. We grew up really poor in Lynn's Crossing. We didn't even have indoor plumbing till I was like in the 4th grade. So we would bathe every night in a number 3 wash tub. Well, she had took the kids, and we had went over to Norwood, over in North Birmingham, and that's where we were living. And so we were living over there, and back then the deal was, before it went to court, whoever had possession of the children had the children. So it wasn't like, if you got them, I can't get them. So my dad would come over at night, and she'd get drunk and in the back room back there fucking somebody, and he'd tap on the glass, and he'd get the kids to climb through the damn window, and he'd steal us.
Wow.
If he got us to the house, then he'd come over and he'd get one a night. Couldn't get them all, because she'd wake up and pull her panties up before he could get all of us. So he got my brother first, and then my sister, and then I'm over there. And these guys would come in and go in the back room with my mother, and they'd bring a little bag of candy and or a coloring book where I'd have something to do. I'm
Holy
4 or 5
shit,
years,
man.
4 or 5 years old. Oh yeah, and this is true story. I mean, it is. My mother would put vodka in orange juice and give it to me in a bottle to settle me down.
No shit.
Yeah, that's probably why I don't like vodka and orange juice today. I'm burnt out on it. But
well, when you start drinking it at 3.
but he came over there, and he got me one night, because I guess he would case the joint, and he would watch, and he would see people coming in and out, and a guy came in to get a booty call, I guess, and he came and come up like the fire escape and got me to come out, and he took me home that night, and he took me to my grandmother's, and she lived real close to us. And he took, everybody was over there. He said, keep the kids, because I'm sure she's coming. She'll be coming out here, raising hell. Keep the kids over here. So she had a sister and a brother-in-law, and they got in the car, and they came out to the house. So they come out there, and they're going to raise hell. So they pull in the driveway. They back in the driveway, because they want a quick out. They want to get out quick. So they backed in the driveway. And they start shooting at the house.
No shit.
With handguns. This is back in the 60s, brother, like 68 or 9. And they're shooting at the house. Well, my daddy's naked in the damn number 3 wash tub. So he gets up, and he puts his underwear on, takes off through the back door with a 12-gauge shotgun, runs behind the house. They're shooting at him. He gets behind the pump house, steps out, and blows the back glass of the window out with a damn 12-gauge shotgun. Single shot shotgun. I have it at my house, matter of fact. And they get in the car and leave, and it was that kind of Hatfield-McCoy shit, And the settlement was, he got the kids, and start with, she had custody. She could come out and get us, like the weekend visit. And she showed up one weekend to get me, and she was drunk off her ass. She got out of the car and fell out of the car.
Oh shit.
And my daddy said, he's not going with you. Huh. You're not leaving here with him, And she says, well, I'm taking him. No, you're not. So she leaves. So she leaves, and she gets almost to her apartment over there in Norwood, hit a telephone pole, got 158 stitches in her face, went through the windshield. Back then, there was no seatbelts in cars, unless you wanted them in there. And I always stood up right beside her on a little bench seat. So my little ass would have been all over that damn pole.
Yeah, you'd be killed.
So I wouldn't be here to mess with y'all. But so her settlement was, she lost all contact with the kids, didn't want to see the kids. He paid her $500 and gave her a 1967 Ford Falcon, and that was the settlement.
Damn.
Wow.
Then she died at 42 years old with cirrhosis of the liver.
No shit.
And my dad made me and my brother go to the hospital to see her, but we didn't know her. He knew, my brother did, because he's 8 years older than me, but I'm 4 or 5 years old when she leaves, so I don't know her, and I'm 7th, 8th grade at this time. So I said, I don't know her, and everybody said, well, did you cry? Well, no, because hell, I don't know her.
Yeah, that's right.
So it didn't rattle us because we didn't know who the hell she was. But yeah, so, I come out of a bad situation, and then I've had a couple divorces, so I guess I'm a damn pro.
Oh, shit. Well, that's why I feel bad for these girls right here, that the mom of the situation kept saying, oh, it's going to destroy the kids, you're going to take the kids. And I'm thinking,
kids are fine.
Cocaine and methamphetamines are what's going to destroy the kids. They're,
How old are the children?
10 and 11.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they're fine.
Yeah, they'll be good.
The worst thing they're going to have to put up with is the next ex-wife he brings in there. They're going to hate her right off the bat. Don't matter who the hell it is. That's it. They're going to hate her, and that'll be their biggest struggle.
Yeah.
If I can go back to your story, what's a number 3 wash tub? You make several references to it.
I've got one at the house. When you come over, I'll show it to you. You've seen
Can I
them.
bathe in it?
They used to have them. You know the old metal, the silver-looking wash tubs that they used to
Oh,
sell.
yeah.
You know, that's a number
That we
3
usually
wash
keep beer
tub.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to.
Well, we used to bathe them. It was the number 3 wash tub, and
I had a guy ask me, and it wasn't heated, right?
No,
It was just water in there.
you would heat your water up on your stove. You know,
Oh,
you
then
fill
put
it
it-
up halfway with cold water and put a little hot water in there and make it warm. But
I had a guy ask me a while ago if I've ever taken a European bath, and I wasn't sure what it was.
that's the Lynn's Crossing bath for us. That's what we called it.
Somebody asked me if I take a European bath. I said no, but I gave a bitch one last night. I thought it was same as a golden shower. I didn't know it was the same as.
See, I took a bath while European, but other than that, no. But yeah, and then in summertime, you drag that son bitch outside. It's a swimming pool, so it was versatile as hell.
Hell yeah. If you weren't careful, the damn cows drink out of it.
Yeah, absolutely. But that's a true story. And we finally added on to our house because it was a little Jim Walter house, you know. And we added on to it in '74. So I was in 4th grade, and we got our toilet put in, and they hooked everything up, and they said, well, we don't have the water hooked to it. So this weekend you can use it, but you have to pour water in the tank every time you flush it, you know. So me and my dad would go get 5 gallons of water, pour it in the tank, flush it just to watch that son of a bitch flush.
Just
Because that was
amazed,
an amazing thing to us. Because we, you know, usually we go out in the outhouse and you wait 30 feet till it hit, you know. Yeah, I mean, and you know, and you wipe your ass with a Sears catalog. That's how I grew up, you know. We were poor as hell.
Yeah.
But we didn't know it because everybody else was poor as hell.
Yeah.
You know, and if you had one of them long bathtubs, I think it's like a number 5. That meant you had money.
That's right.
You know, you had money if you had that.
So what did you do? Did you take your clothes down to the river and beat them against a rock?
No, we would wash clothes. We had running water in the house, but it wasn't. We didn't have a bathroom, but we had hot and cold water because we had a hot water heater and we had a pump, so we lived off well water. So no, we had a washing machine, but it was a ring washing machine.
Yeah.
Ringer. You know, you'd wash them, then you had to run them through the ringer.
Oh yeah.
And then hang them on the line.
Yeah.
So that's what we had.
I'm gonna tell you what, man. If you had the right well water's damn good water.
That's how it was down in Florida. Yeah.
Well, the problem that we're getting to see now, people that live in Lynn's Crossing, because Lynn's Crossing had 2 mines. We had a railroad track that run right in front of our house from here to that road out there. And so you don't know what the hell they were dragging through there in the 60s and 70s because EPA wasn't what it is today.
Right.
So, you know, they could have shit just spilling out of the cars coming through there and you didn't know what it was. And we had 2 coal mines in the area, Chatopi and Nebo, and both of them are shut down now. So we were in a little mining community. So coal trucks run by your house all the time. You had coal dust everywhere. And you know, with all that blasting, you got shit leaking into your well water.
Yeah.
So you don't know what the hell you're drinking.
Damn.
And through the years, my cousin started researching it. Almost everybody that has died in Lynn's Crossing has died with cancer.
Oh shit.
And it's probably something the environment, I'm sure. Because my dad grew up there. You know, my dad was born in the house where my brother lives, which is my grandmother's house. And from here to that house down there, he built a house. So he was born in this house and died in that house. He died less than 40 yards from where he come into the earth. He left it.
Damn.
Wow.
That's
So,
crazy.
He didn't get out much,
Jeez.
you know, other than working for a living. And so, yeah, we were just in that little community, and everybody was kind of poor. And everybody that has died there, even young people, has been cancer-related.
Damn.
So I'm not liking my chances too much.
Oh shit! I know one thing I'm gonna do. It's not live in Lynn's Crossing.
Yeah.
It's probably not a good thing.
Yeah.
Because the train track's still running. They called it Lynn's Crossing because there was 3 main lines that came through there, and they all crossed. We had the Southern, the Frisco, and the L&N, and all of them crossed at Lynn's Crossing, and that's how it got its name, Lynn's Crossing. And so you don't know what the hell was coming through on them freight cars back then because they didn't really monitor it like they do today.
Oh shit.
Interesting. Well,
Well, that brought the program down to the damn bottom.
Yeah, way to go, Timothy.
No laughter there.
I was waiting for Dave to pull his shirt off, do something.
Now, you were talking about the comic, and I don't mean to get all over the conversation, but there's a guy, when you're talking about the guy taking his shirt off, there's a guy that was a house MC in Greensboro, North Carolina. His name was Ben, and he's a big fat guy. And he was the MC in one of their things. I don't know why, but this particular club, always on Friday and Saturday nights, they had these bachelorette parties, and that's where they all went. And you always had one or two in there every night. So he would get the girl to come up on stage, and they would take a shot. And the top of it, I don't know what was in the shot, but it'd have like some kind of little spray on Cool Whip shit. So they'd put it on the chair, and he'd be sitting in the chair, and he'd put it on the chair between his legs, and she'd have to take it out of her mouth, and do the blowjob.
Right.
And then he would do a dance for her. Kind of like she's said, look, your husband to be's at a strip club with titties in his face right now. So it's only fair if you get the same thing. So he'd put her there, and he'd take his shirt off, and it's a big fat bastard. And he'd rub him on titties. He'd take him on titties, and he'd rub them in her face. And man, he'd have the crowd falling out. And I'd always tell him, man, I can't follow that shit. I can't follow a naked guy with big titties. I can't do it. But it would always go great. He did a great job of that.
Did he have the big areolas like Dave was talking about when you see peripheral vision?
Yeah, you don't want big old areolas. Hell no.
It's like broccoli. Get that shit away from me.
Yeah. I just can't get over that. I don't know why I can't get over that big areola.
Big areola.
I'll take a long nipple. choke me with your nipple, but don't hit me with that big areola.
Looks like a damn small pizza.
I never had problems with the big areola.
You really?
No, I like it.
Yeah.
Really? Looks like a sand dollar. Hell, I'm all about it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well,
I don't like the long nipple. Looks like a
Yeah.
damn eraser off a pencil. I don't want
right.
that in my mouth. I didn't chew on that shit in the third grade. I don't want to chew on it now.
I don't care. It can look like a finger. Shit, I'm down with it.
That's just because in the back of your mind you're hoping it's a dick.
No,
See,
no, I'm not actually.
he's like a little sugar cookie on there.
Yeah, I mean,
There was a guy that I knew a long time ago. I hadn't seen him forever. I don't even know if he's still alive. It's been that long. But he used to bitch. He said his wife, his ex-wife now, he'd get on a rant and she'd piss him off. And he goes, her big old eraser nipples. And he'd start making fun of her nipples and stuff like that. It's like, that's just terrible, making fun of your wife's nipple. He's like, they're just damn disgusting. He said,
I love them, man.
golly.
And he'd hold his hand up like his pinky up, and he'd like to the first knuckle. He's
And
like,
if she'd heard that, he would never have to worry about seeing him again.
no shit.
I know that's right. No, I'm
I
down.
don't have a problem with my wife's titties or nothing. I'm fine.
She's perfect.
Only problem I would have, I probably don't get to see them enough.
Yeah,
But other than that, that would be my only complaint.
mine too.
That should probably be your only complaint.
Yeah.
If you go outside that, you're probably going to get
Especially
a lot
on a
of people.
podcast.
Yeah.
Probably don't need to be doing that.
Exactly.
I had the same complaint. I just don't get to see them enough. Or the problem is, if you get to see them, you just can't touch them.
But that's just, I think every guy has that problem. Just don't seem like you get it enough.
Well, I had
Well,
the op.
Dave's a single guy, so it seems so.
Well, no, but I think I told you the story of I was with that girl, and the agreement is because she came to me one day, and she says it's just not going to work out between us, and I said, why not? She says, well, my drive for sex is so much harder than yours. She says, I just don't think that we match up. And I go, oh, because it was new. It was early. It was fresh. It was exciting. And I go, what are you talking about? She goes, listen, man. She goes, I got to have sex nonstop. She says, in order for this to work, I get that you work and I don't. So during the week, well, she lived with me. She was hot. And I was going to go ahead and run that train, for a little while. So she goes, during the week, Monday through Friday, I expect us to have sex no less than 4 times a day.
My God.
And I said,
and you're working.
Yeah, that's during the week, Monday through Friday.
Son of a bitch.
And I go, I can do that. I said, I can knock one out maybe before work and right when I get home, and then we'll pop 2 off at night. And he goes, okay.
Like you're painting doors in the house. I get 4 of them a night, I know.
She goes, now on the weekends, it's a different story because we're off all day. So between 7 and 8 times on a Saturday and then again on Sunday.
Are you kidding
No,
me?
I'm not. I'm 100% serious.
And I know this chick, so I'm saying this is probably true.
It is 100%.
You know she lives around here?
This is from a while ago.
Way
Yeah.
back.
So, for 2 months, it was great, but then after a while, you just get wore down.
Yeah, you
and
can't do it.
I couldn't.
You don't
I
have it.
mean, no, it was miserable. I had bags under my eyes. I was unshaven, wearing the same clothes.
Well, hell yeah, if you're banging out 7 times on Saturday, you ain't washing clothes.
Hell no. Listen, she would be asleep.
You need to be.
She would be asleep on the couch, and I would be in the bedroom, and I would have to tiptoe to the kitchen. I was afraid I was going to wake that bear up, and she was going to come grab me and expect me to have sex. And it was to the point that it was frightening.
See, now, I like sex, and I like it a lot. But I don't like it that much.
No, it was.
That's too much like a job.
Oh, shit.
I wouldn't want that. That's way too much.
Oh, I'm not kidding you. It was out of control. Absolutely, it was way too much. And I told her, I said, you gotta
who's she gonna get to
let me
feel
refill
that
the
need?
tank.
Yeah.
And she goes, you got fingers, you've got fists, you've got whatever. She says, there's no excuse for this. I said,
There's no excuse.
Oh, it was like
Put
she was
something in me.
Damn.
Oh, no, mighty.
was just
Did she not
berating
have
me.
a vibrator or something?
That's what she did while I was at work all day. Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, I'm telling you. Oh no, she went to a psychiatrist and
Well,
she's diagnosed with an issue.
I can tell you the problem. She had
You
too much
reckon?
fucking time on her hands. See,
Just
I
make
put
sure
that
she's
bitch
got
away.
batteries. Hell.
Yeah. Well, she told me, she goes, Dave, I want to get a job. I want to work the front desk at a hotel. I said, absolutely not. Shit.
Not a hotel.
No, yeah.
There's
I
too
said-
many 15-minute breaks there. We can't do that.
No shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
But so, anyways, you talk about wanting it more. I could have put someone on you that would have broke your back.
No,
So
I
that
couldn't
would
have
not-
took that. There's no way. And she probably had a lot of snakes in her head too, didn't she?
Oh, she
Oh,
was
yeah.
kooky as
Oh well, there you go.
Yeah.
I mean that's the whole deal.
Well, the crazier they are, the more fun they are. But damn, there is a point where you just
Well,
get wore
until you
out.
have to take some bitch out in public.
Yeah.
Now we got a problem.
yeah, you telling me? Yeah.
Go on and lay it out there.
Yeah.
It was fucking hilarious.
Well, and that was the thing. So she had fake titties. She was an attractive girl, and she had a nice little body on her. So Sundays, I'm tight with my family, and so Sundays we have
That's an understatement. Just going to say that.
a tradition where we would go to my mother's house and we'd have Sunday dinner. It's one time a week everybody gets together.
Yeah.
So we're getting dressed, and she's getting dressed, and she's got a mini skirt, low cut top, titties pushed out, stiletto heels, no panties, no bra. Her nipples were pierced, and she's all tatted up. And she goes, okay, baby, we're ready. And I go, what the fuck you going dressed like that? She goes,
Granny will whip my ass with a casserole dish if I bring you in there looking like that.
She said, we're going out to eat. I said, we're going to my mother's house. She goes, but what if we go out afterwards? I said, then you bring a change of clothes. But Jesus, I mean, no panties, no nothing. I mean, but that was the battle every day with her. It was unbelievable.
And she's still around here, you said.
No, she moved out of state.
Oh, like good thing.
Yeah, she fucked everybody.
But
in
how do you,
state.
if you're a woman and you need it that much, how do you get satisfied with that? Unless you're just a straight up whore and you're setting up a lemonade stand out there and giving them all the free samples they can get. I mean, how do you satisfy yourself with that?
Well, with modern technology, you can pretty much connect with whoever you want to, I guess.
I guess you can.
Yeah, she made a lot of connections.
I imagine she did. Boy, I bet there's no telling what you could have caught from her.
Yeah.
You'd have to get a tetanus shot every time y'all had it.
Yeah. No, I somehow
Came out unscathed.
unscathed. The mental anguish was probably the most damage that was done, to me.
Oh, absolutely.
But no, not
What a way to go.
Not a rash on me.
There you go.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. It pees when I burn, but other than that, we're good.
Yeah, I don't know how I dodged that bullet. So, but
They got lucky though.
yeah, yeah, and it was fun. You know, it had its times, it had its moments, but
Month and a half, it was great.
Oh
Yeah,
well,
first month and a half was a mother. At least
well,
the first month.
I'll tell you. I mean, we were on and off for almost 5 years, so I was a true glutton for punishment.
Now, is she the one that you were thinking about marrying?
Yeah,
Boy, you dodged that bullet, brother.
Oh shit!
yeah,
She
yeah,
got everything you ever had,
yeah, yeah,
And give it to all the other guys.
and then gave you shit you didn't want.
Yeah.
yeah. So, but
Damn, that's crazy.
yeah, so,
And I can't believe you made it for 40-something years and not been married.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty amazing. That's a good thing.
it's a
pretty
nice,
amazing.
nice little trick I pulled there.
Well, you did good. He's 40-something years old and hadn't been married at all, and I'm 50-something, been married about 40 times.
Yeah. Oh, there's hell. I know people that are in their early 20s that they're on marriage number 3. You know,
Oh,
so
Well, they make it easier to get married than they do to get divorced. That's the damn thing about it.
yeah. Oh, that girl, she was married. I think she's on number 6 right now, 6 or 7.
God damn!
No,
Don't they
seriously.
put a limit on that shit?
In state of Alabama, it's 7.
Are you serious? There's
Yeah.
a limit?
In state of Alabama.
think
It used to be. I guess it still is.
No, she came from another state.
That's why she moved. Hell, I'm out.
Or
I'm out of deals here. I gotta go.
is it 7 per state? She
yeah.
wore out the ones up north and then came here, and now she's in Florida. So
Holy shit!
yeah.
Well, you didn't pay for the titties, though, did you?
No. She brought that with her.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
I've paid for them and they've walked away. That's sad. That's a sad feeling when you watch that. Man, it's like buying a car and watching it drive off.
Yeah. No.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, if I had ever had a wife that wanted titties, and I'd had to buy them, we'd have had an agreement that there's gonna be so much sex, or I get one of them titties back. And I'd wear it around on my head like a cone head. Or I'd get it attached to me. I'd look like a 49 Ford. I'd have that subject sticking out front. But we're going to have an agreement if I buy them.
Oh, they're glorious.
They're glorious.
To have around the house. Oh yeah. I recommend them. So I know everybody's not a fake titty guy, but I love them.
Well, you're an obscene fake titty guy. Though. That's the difference.
Yes.
Look at did you see me? You see the look on his eyes. His eyes glossed over a little bit. He's
Well,
like,
I think I've made it clear. I like titties in general. I'd probably even like that big guy with the big titties. I
Yeah,
like
you
his
probably
titties.
would. He's got that big areola.
No, then in
like
that case, no. I got to draw the line somewhere.
But I just I'm not really a titty guy. That's never been something that just catches my. I'm more of a butt guy, I guess.
I'm an
Yeah.
either or. If you got one or the other, then both, it, looks good. That's good enough for me.
But I gotta
you got to
like-
bring something to the table.
But I gotta like that son of a bitch that's toting it,
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
regardless of what
Yeah.
it is. I
Yeah.
gotta like them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No shit.
I found out that just because you got some sweet titties on you, I mean, she can still break you down and kill your whole world. So
What the old guy say? He says, "You show me a beautiful woman, I'll show you somebody that's tired of fucking her."
tired of her shit.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I had a radio guy tell me one time. Said, you've done radio here for 5 years, and I can come on the air and honestly say you're a good guy. I said, well, I got 2 ex-wives that'll disagree with that.
There you go.
Yeah.
So
Somebody's tired.
There's somebody tired of you. That's right.
Yeah. Even the supermodel, somebody's tired of it.
Absolutely.
No, she's the same girl that I had rewrite my resume. Remember, I told you that
Yeah.
story. Yeah, she was the same one that
Hey, just tells you how psycho she was.
made that adjustment to the resume.
Told him said he had a
That is nice.
Yeah, offensively large, something like that.
offensively large penis.
That is good stuff.
I tell you what, I would love to sit down with the 2 or 3 people that looked at that when that got sent in there.
Oh, my
Can
God.
you imagine being the fly on the wall for when that resume come across that?
I'm sure it's probably still sitting in someone's desk right now.
Oh, you damn right it is.
Oh, they
There's
got it
no-
in a frame. Let's show everybody. Look at this stupid bastard. What he had him his.
There is
Yeah.
no way they got tossed in the garbage.
Yeah.
No way.
So-
I wish I had a copy. I'd frame it over there too.
Well, I've always said I'm just glad she didn't say I had an offensively small penis. I mean, if you had to go one way,
You got to go one way or the other. Go big or go home, right?
I'm not going to get the job either way. So let's
Yeah.
just go ahead and go big. Yeah.
Well, that'd been funny though if the old girl says, "Hey,
I need to bring you in for an interview.
I need to, you need to come in for an interview, but we're gonna have to delete this off for
Yeah.
for me to be able to push this on up the chain
my
of command.
God.
But you
I'd
need
like to see proof of this.
Yeah.
we need to come in and check your references.
That's only in pornos. Come on.
Hey, you can drain though.
Oh yeah, yeah. So, and I was at that stage 4 times every day, 7, 8 times on the weekend. I was probably in no shape to be pulling my pants down. I had to save every load I could. Hell, it's too much. What is? I don't even know what that math is. That's a lot. What is that? 4 times 5, 20.
It's
and
way
then
more than I care to look at.
20, 36 times a week.
God almighty.
That's a lot.
We could do that one week. I'm good for the year. Thanks a lot. Appreciate you.
You try to do that, but you just do 36 in a year. You'll be happy, right?
Hell yeah.
That's all I'm looking for.
Oh,
Once
man.
a week.
Once a week?
Yeah, if I can do it. Hell, I want to do it 5 times a week, but you beggars can't be choosers. You have to pick your battles.
You at least need once a week. But one of those weeks is going to be a little cloudy. That's going to happen,
Yeah.
And then that's not good.
Yeah.
Unless you got a implant.
I mean, it's all right. It's all right, but it's.
Hey, some people like to swim in
I like
rivers and
I like
islands.
it raining, brother, but I don't like to walk through the mud. You know what I mean?
I had a buddy of mine that used to love it. He was like, oh hell yeah, it's that time. Man, he was all.
Well, I think that's the animal in us, though. Because that's when the animals get in season like that. By God, it's time to rock and roll.
Oh, he loved it, man. He loved it. He's like, man, you just throw an extra towel down. He had a red towel just for it.
Son of a bitch. We're gonna need a cut, man.
Yeah. Had a specific towel assigned for that.
Yeah, a specific towel.
Oh, Jesus.
You want to go ahead and go dark on that towel.
That's right.
That's
Deep-
funny.
deep
We're talking
red.
about some crazy shit, man. We went
Yeah.
from funny to all kind of weird shit.
Yeah. Jesus.
We're just educating the ladies that listen.
Right.
Oh, they're gonna love that. My wife will divorce me after this show.
Yeah.
Only if you showed up with a red towel.